This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Breaking news, an LA County Sheriff's deputy shot during a traffic stop in East Los Angeles. One suspect is dead. We're live with the latest on the deputy's condition and the other two suspects.
Today's the day to register to vote if you haven't already. There are several events planned today to mark National Voter Registration Day.
And stepping outside this morning, you may notice some clouds and cooler temperatures. Everything you need to know for your Tuesday in your AccuWeather forecast with Leslie Lopez. Coming up, good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm Leslie Sykes.
And I'm Philip Palmer, and it may be nice now, but Leslie Lopez says it's about to get worse.
Hot.
It's going to get warm.
Some people like it hot.
Some like it hot. Some like it hot.
Some do, but today is not your day. That's Thursday.
Following breaking news in East LA, an LA County Sheriff's deputy shot during a traffic stop.
One suspect was killed. Two others were taken into custody. They're being detained for questioning. Eyewitness News reporter Mark Cota-Robles is live in City Terrace where this happened. Mark?
Yeah, Philip and Leslie, good morning again. We have moved our location since our last half hour, and we are just around the corner from where this shooting occurred. You can see they still have some streets blocked off here. If you're just tuning in, there is some good news to report. We've learned that the deputy that was shot is out of surgery this morning and is in stable condition. We want to show you some video from overnight. Air 7 HD was overhead as the injured deputy was rushed into County USC Medical Center around 11:30 last night, helped in by other deputies. The shooting happened during a traffic stop in this neighborhood north of Cesar Chavez Avenue in the City Terrace area. A man in the backseat got out with a gun. There was a struggle to get control of that gun, and that is when the shooting happened, injuring the deputy. The deputy's partner opened fire, hitting the suspect, and that suspect, a 42-year-old man, was killed at the scene. Two others from the car, a man and a woman, they are now detained for questioning. This, of course, has been a difficult stretch for the Sheriff's Department. Sheriff Jim McDonald spoke this morning about the shooting last night and another that happened last week at Salazar Park here in the East LA area that injured two other deputies.
In each case, guns were recovered. The deputies were out there protecting the community, putting themselves between the threat and the community members. So we're very thankful in each of these cases, courageous actions by the deputies and in an effort to be able to protect others.
And you heard there during that news conference, the sheriff did say that a weapon was recovered at this shooting scene. Now, regarding the deputy that was injured, he apparently has a 10-year term here with the Sheriff's Department. He's been with the force for about 10 years. Again, he is doing well, in stable condition. The sheriff expecting a full recovery. Obviously, this shooting here behind us, it remains under investigation this morning. Reporting live in City Terrace, Mark Cota-Robles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay. Mark, thanks. Now, when this story first broke, we brought you live coverage on the ABC 7 Los Angeles app. So never miss a minute of breaking news. Just download that app for free on your smartphone or your tablet.
A short car chase came to a crashing end in South Los Angeles when the suspect slammed into a parked car. Sheriff's deputies spotted the driver running stop signs just before 11 last night. When they tried to pull the driver over, he took off. The chase ended near 100th Street and Success Avenue. One person was arrested, but police believe several others may have run off.
Corona police are asking for your help to track down these two people. Take a look. Investigators say that a woman locked her purse in a locker at Choose Fitness to work out September 13th. And then when she came back, the lock had been cut off and her purse was missing. Her rental car that looked like this 2018 gray Nissan Sentra was also missing. Detectives say these two people then tried to buy gift cards using the victim's credit card at a Target in Norco. And it's National Voter Registration Day. Secretary of State Alex Padilla is marking the day with a special visit to John H. Francis Polytechnic High School in Sun Valley. He'll be talking to teens about pre-registration and the importance of voting. Oscar and Grammy-winning rapper Common will be in L.A. participating in the ACLU's Unlock the Vote county registration drives in jails. He'll be at the Men's Central Jail in downtown L.A. alongside city officials this morning.
Happening today, the Orange County Board of Supervisors is meeting this morning to discuss whether or not to approve a gated community in the Yorba Linda area. The 340-unit Esperanza Hills project has been tied up in appellate court proceedings, bouncing between the courts, planning commission, and supervisors for the past 6 years. Neighbors' biggest concern is that the community is gated with only one road in and one road out. They say this could be a potential hazard when evacuating homeowners in a disaster such as a wildfire.
Speaking of, firefighters starting to get the upper hand on the Charlie fire in Castaic. It's now 50% contained. Full containment is expected Friday. This fire first broke out over the weekend on Charlie Canyon Road. Dozens of homes were briefly evacuated, but all evacuation orders have since been lifted. Nearly 3,400 acres have burned. One firefighter had minor injuries, but at this point, no structures have been damaged nor burned.
Time is 5:07, 64 degrees outside, but Les says we're heating up.
Hey, Phil and Les, and yes, the heat is on today. We're looking at warmer temperatures. I would say just about 2 degrees warmer. So I say the heat is on in addition to where we were yesterday. So really, we're starting to ramp it up today, and then it gets really going by the time we're heading into Thursday. So it's going to be much hotter by then. So today, it's actually pretty lovely. We're average temperatures for this time of year, 75 degrees at 2 p.m., a whole lot of sunshine. But we start out with some clouds this morning, and that cloud deck has moved its way all the way inland towards some of our Inland Empire locations and the valley communities as well today. So it's going to be a cloudy start to the morning, but then afternoon sunshine on the way with those temperatures back in the 80s. And here's where we're headed for San Bernardino, 89, Riverside, 87. Good morning into Irvine, 79. And then those foothills were into the nice mid to upper 80s out there, 80 degrees out in Long Beach too. And I hope you like what's happening into Ojai today, 90 degrees, a little cooler in Thousand Oaks, 84 in comparison. But temperatures, yes, going up. I'll show you that coming up in a full forecast. Over to you for now.
Okay, thanks. Take a close look at your bank account, because up next, we'll tell you about the new warning that says hackers are rerouting paychecks.
Plus, Bill Cosby will learn his fate today, why his lawyers say he should not wind up behind bars.
And a heart-stopping photo. A baby crawling in the middle of the road. We'll hear from the man who rescued that child. New warning about a scam targeting your paycheck.
Time for today's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, hackers rerouting paychecks.
The FBI says hackers are posing as human resource employees. They're sending out links asking you to update your credentials for direct deposit. Once the hackers gain access, they redirect the deposits to an account they control. The FBI warns, make sure you verify any emails claiming to be from your HR department. And a big shakeup at Instagram.
The co-founders of the photo sharing app have abruptly resigned. Their departure, the latest challenge for Instagram's parent company, Facebook. And a big deal in the on-demand audio industry. SiriusXM is buying Pandora for about $3.5 billion.
Sirius says the deal won't affect what you listen to because both brands and services are being maintained. The deal allows Sirius to expand beyond cars and into homes and other areas. Those are your Tech Bites.
Have a good one.
Rod Rosenstein's fate hangs in the balance this morning. Coming up, the unfolding drama surrounding the Deputy Attorney General.
New video this morning, a teenager rescued after 7 weeks stuck at sea. How he got there and how he says he survived.
Wow. And looking outside into Riverside, I wanted to point out the clouds. They have moved their way on in. So if you can see it, it's sticking around for most of the morning. A full forecast on the way. We're going to get back to the sunshine and warm temperatures shortly. Stay with us.
Bill Cosby is expected to learn his fate today for drugging and sexually assaulting former Temple University employee Andrea Constant in 2004 at his home near Philadelphia. Pennsylvania prosecutors want the judge to sentence Cosby up to 10 years in prison, but his attorneys are pushing for less. The 81-year-old comedian could be the first celebrity of the Me Too era to go to prison on sexual assault charges. Cosby maintains any sexual encounters with Constant and other women were consensual.
And now to developing news in Washington this morning. The fate of Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein's job remains a mystery.
He is set to meet with the president on Thursday, and House Republicans are threatening to impeach him. Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz says he and North Carolina Congressman Mark Meadows are prepared to bring articles of impeachment against Rosenstein if he refuses to testify about the New York Times report that he discussed wearing a wire to record the president. And if you have little ones in your family, this next story is going to make you shudder. Look at this, a baby crawling right in the middle of a New Jersey street. A driver snapped this photo after stopping his truck and using it as a roadblock. He didn't pick up the child because he says she was irritated. A neighbor walked over to pick up the baby, not knowing who she belonged to. The driver saw a home with an open screen door and headed that way.
So I knocked on the door. A 3 or 4 year old girl came to the door. Then an adult came to the door. I asked if it was his child, and he, oh yeah, I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize to me. You should be apologizing to your daughter.
Police say they're investigating. The parents could face child endangerment charges.
An Indonesian teenager has been found alive after spending 49 days lost at sea. The teenager was working on a floating fishing trap, staying on it overnight, 78 miles from the shore. Back in July, that platform somehow detached and then it started drifting. Strong winds blew the wooden vessel 1,200 miles into Japanese water, where he was eventually rescued by a Panamanian ship off the coast of Guam. He survived on fish and seawater that he was squeezing from his shirt. So I guess that got some of the salt out of it.
Wow. Filtered it a little
Filtered
bit.
it out, but
Oh.
at least you had food, you know.
Yes.
You're working and you're catching fish.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time out on the ocean.
He never wants to eat sushi again.
Glad he's okay.
Right?
I've had enough raw fish for the rest of my life.
I don't know that it would stop me.
Right.
Good morning.
Love the sushi.